Okay, this is now the 5-minute tarot for the 21st of May 2017. And today we're going to look at the Eight of Cups. Although I have a question, and I thought at some point earlier today, I thought, what's the tarot good for? And I thought that might be a useful question to ask. And then I was going to pick a card. There is no right answer, I think. So the actual card in itself doesn't really matter. But it would give us an idea. If we think about the card and what it might mean as an answer to that question, we can also think about what it would indicate if we take the same point and apply it to other types of questions, as I'll do later. So we've got the Eight of Cups, and we've got the 8 cups in the foreground. We've got the fellow walking away, and he's walking into distance. We have the moon up in the sky. So I think I'd like to make 2 or 3 points about this particular card. Again, remembering the question is, what's the tarot good for? So what we can begin by understanding or seeing that it's dark, right? We've got the moon is in the sky, but it's dark in the picture. And this can mean, if you think about it, when it's daytime and the sun is out, you can get an idea of what time it is. You know, if it's morning, noon, afternoon, or approaching evening. And because because you can know or have an idea of what time it is, you can know how to behave correctly or appropriately, or to do what the kind of thing you would normally do, let's say, at sunrise or at noon. But because it's dark in the Eight of Cups, we can have a harder time understanding or knowing what time it is, or knowing what our timing ought to be. So the question was, what's the tarot good for? And because the Eight of Cups is dark, maybe the answer is that the tarot can help you find your way when it's dark. So whatever dark might mean, you can be confused about what to do. You can be literally in the dark. So you need to see which direction to go in, and the tarot can help you understand the best direction to go in, or a direction to go in, or maybe it can help you understand why you ought to go in that particular direction. And this idea of being in the dark can be applied to other cards which show darkness, I think. Okay, so we have 8 cups in the foreground of the picture, and they've been organized into order 5 and 3. And so cups, if it had been coins represent money, and so the 8 of coins might show how to organize your money, right? How to organize your finances. But because it's cups represent emotion and emotional states and anxiety and fear in the negative side anyway. So with the 5 and the 3 cups together, neatly organized in the foreground, the tarot, what's it good for? It can help you to organize your emotions, or to maybe overcome negative emotions or set them straight, which is a useful thing to do. So if somebody is anxious or worried or anticipating the worst, the tarot can be good to show them what's coming up, let's say, or how to live or how to think and how to behave so that they're not on the receiving end of their own negative thoughts and feelings, so that they're not going to suffer from the negativity that other people bring to the situation. And the other thing I'd like to mention at this point, that one of the things about the tarot is that, and about the Rider deck in particular, is that there's a picture. So if you look at the Marseille deck and decks like that, where the 8 of Cups shows 8 cups. So if I'm worried about something and you turn a card and say it's 8 of Cups, it's going to be okay, I can look at those 8 cups and think, well, okay, you tell me it's going to be okay, but how do I know? You're maybe just being nice to me or trying to encourage me. Whereas with the rider deck, you've got a picture. So if the questioner who is anxious and worried looks and sees, okay, the cups are nicely organized and the person has left them behind and is now moving into the future. I can see that image and I can see the story that's involved with it. And if you at the same time tell me that things are going to be better, I'm also imprinting a picture of organization and organized emotions in my thoughts and in my head, which is going to make it easier to bring it about. So I'm not just having to trust the reader. I can actually see an illustration that gives me, and we live in a visual world, and we remember pictures and images more than we probably remember words. Most people do anyway, I think. So with the Eight of Cups, you can tell me I'm going to be in control of my emotions. I'm going to get them sorted out. I'm going to be able to move on beyond that point. And I may think, maybe I'm in an upsetting relationship, but you tell me, and I can see that, okay, maybe tomorrow, maybe not right now, this second, but tomorrow or next week, I'm going to be settled down and I'm going to be able to move on. So I'm not going to be as upset, let's say, as I am at the moment. And I think this is it is one of the reasons why I like to use the rider deck and to suggest that other people learn to use it, even if they don't particularly like it, because questioners can see clearly what's going on. And it's important for the questioner to leave the reading with a better understanding of what to do and why to do it, or what's going to be coming up. And they don't have to believe you, the reader, because they've got their own visual memory or memory of visual cues or hints that they take away with them. Okay, so at the same time, the person in the middle of the picture is moving into the future. He's moving on or she's moving on. So the person has some idea of where he's going. So the questioner has I think we can substitute the questioner for the person in the picture. So the questioner has some idea of where he's going. He may not have arrived yet, but he's moving in a decent direction, or the direction he wants to go in. So because it's a bit like if somebody might ask, the question they can ask is, am I going to get a promotion? And you say to them, do you want a promotion? No, I don't really know. Okay, well, do you want to stay in the same kind of job that you're in? No, I'm not really sure. Can you tell me? So that's not what's going on with the Eight of Cups. The person has some idea of, let's say the question's about a promotion. The person has some idea that they actually want a promotion, what kind of promotion they want, what direction they want to go in. And you can tell that from the fact that the person is in some way forward in time. If the card had been reversed, the Eight of Cups reversed, then they don't know. They're not a few steps into the process. And that can be the problem. But because they're a few steps past the Eight Cups, they've got an idea of what it is that they want or what it is that they're going for. And because they've got a picture in mind of what it is that they're going for, they've got a much better chance of actually getting it. They know what they want, so they're not going to do things that will undo the progress that they've made. And they're not going to wish something in the morning and wish the opposite thing in the afternoon, and they'll cancel each other out, so they end up going nowhere. That's not the kind of situation that's shown by this Eight of Cups. Here the person is some way forward to reaching a desired outcome or a goal, or they've made some decisions about what it is that they want, and they're going to be able to get there because they've started the journey. Or let's say somebody wants a new relationship, and you say to them, what kind of person are you looking for? I don't know, you tell me. Or, you know, some people, they know they want a new relationship, but that's all they know. Whereas if the question's about a new relationship and we've got the Eight of Cups, the person has some ideas about what they're looking for, what they want, what they don't want, what they've learned from past relationships, what they would like to get out of new ones, the kind of person they would like to associate with. So with the Eight of Cups, the person has some idea. So let's say it's about a new relationship, and the reader says to the questioner, okay, what sort of person you're looking for? And they say, I don't really know. You can say, yes, you do. But if you look at the picture, the person is a few steps ahead or beyond the cups. So you do have certain things you want. Let's discuss what it is that you're looking for, and then we can get an idea of the best way to achieve it. Because you may say that you don't have any idea, but the picture would show that you actually do. And your ideas and what you want are worth considering. And if the reader takes that kind of approach and says that kind of thing, they're getting that position that the questioner knows something about what they want. You're getting that position from the card itself and from the illustration, not just because you want to be supportive and be encouraging, which people do. But I think one of the values about the tarot is that your encouragement of other people is valid and legitimate because you're getting it from the card that was chosen, not just because you want to be nice to the person. Okay, that was a lot more talking than I thought I was going to do today. Hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you again tomorrow. Okay, bye-bye.